My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbed helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Saturday, the 28th of May, 10 races on the turf at Hollywood Bets Gravel. It's Daily News Day, backed up, of course, by the Grade 1 Willavington 2000, and we have a R1 million Pick 6 carryover. We're expecting that pool to reach R5 million or more. The action gets underway at 11:10. It's an early start with the maiden juvenile plate for fillies over 1,200 metres. And we have a rerun for you, the same race where Egret ran second and Aspustiki ran fourth. That was at Hollywood Bets Scottsville on the 1st of May. And then we have interviews with Paul Peter, Peter Muscat, Justin Snaith, and a view from Sheldon Peters.
Close in. Aspusterki is also running on towards the outside, but Catch That Melody drifts right to the inside's gone 2 lanes clear. Broadway Girls running on, Aspusterki and Egret, but Catch That Melody seems to hold the aces, and Catch That Melody with the winning tune by a half. Second Egret, then came Broadway Girl and Aspusterki.
Yes, it was definitely a good last run. Was a big improvement from her first run to her second run, and I haven't had her long. She's just been with me a couple of days, but what I can see of her, she's a very, very nice filly. She's come in excellent condition. She's very fit. She did some pace work, and I was happy with it. I don't know her very well, but I still think on what I've seen of her, she should be very competitive.
Yeah, she's a nice filly in the making. She's probably going to be a little bit green on debut. But I expect an encouraging first up run for her.
Kamika's doing well at home. First time out, the race was moved from Scottsville to Greyville night racing, and she came out and she didn't know where she was. So I hope there's improvement on the first run, but she was certainly lost. She had never been to Greyville, and obviously the change of venue caught her out. I expect a little bit of improvement. Maybe if you're going a little wider, quartet trifectas, add her in.
Big meeting ahead at Hollywood Bets Greyville. We've got 3 feature races, a 10-race program. Let's kick off in the opener where Canadian Summer, number 1, is going to be my first selection. This is a horse who really took off in the closing stages. You need to watch this replay, and I believe there's quite a bit of value in the early prices about Canadian Summer. I think there's going to be a lot of race time support for this individual. Then number 3, Get in the Queue, who's coming back from a slight break. There was a lot of talk about this individual first time out, and if fit and well, this will be the main danger. Followed by number 5, Egret, really took off late on last time out, has changed stables, so watch out for a power pack performance from Egret. And then for 4th, number 8, Aspurki. Now let's get on to the Dlala bet, and I'm going to give you a rundown of how we're going to structure our play in race number 1. We are going to go with the boxed exacta, numbers 1, 3, 5 and 8. So the top 4 selections, 1, 3, 5 and 8. That'll be our boxed exacta in race number 1 as we hand you back to the studio.
Thanks very much to the whole team that made everything possible. And Graham, the first race, the maiden juvenile played for the fillies, a competitive race, Canadian Summer Egret, is action in the first race.
Yeah, fortunately, it would have been a tough start, a tricky start for the bipod. This race doesn't form part of any of the exotics. I'm in the camp of Canadian Summer. I respect Egret, of course. Plenty of scope for improvement. I think Get in the Queue is one you've got to watch. There was money on debut for Get in the Queue. Didn't run too badly. I think Get in the Queue is one to consider for your trifectas and quartets, but I'm in the camp of Canadian Summer.
And of course, number 8, Aspusterki needs to be respected as well. Very good debut and has got tons of scope to improve. And there you can see on screen are the runners. There's the list of runners with their respective trainers and jockeys. The very first race gets off at 11:10. And as Graham said, it doesn't form part of the bipod. It's a tricky little race. There are 1 or 2 first-timers that certainly could get into the action. Keep an eye on the betting as we inch closer to race time. Having a look at the second page of the slide, where the rest of the runners will be. Number 10, Lurox, 11, Natalia, those are 2 first-timers. And there's the rest of the field. Of course, the reserve runners at this stage of the game, 15, 16 and 17, we'll see what happens with them closer to race day. But that's a wrap for race 1. We're going to take you through my Dlala slide and give you the selections and suggested bets. But it's all set for a very good day's racing. And I've gone first, number 5, Egret, from number 8, Asposterki. Third, number 1, Canadian Summer, and then I've gone with the first-timer, Lurox, who could be absolutely anything. My suggested play, Dlala play, is the boxed exacta 5 and 8. So that's race 1, a wrap for race 1. The first leg of the bipod is up next. That's in race 2, and we'll come back to you shortly with a lot more information.
Good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, you know, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.